Alright, here's today's ingredients. 2 servings of lean ground turkey, a quarter cup of some quick oats, some oatmeal. You're going to need 2 whole eggs, a quarter cup of some milk, 2 tablespoons of wheat flour, and for seasoning you could just use some sea salt. That's it. Now what you'll do is you'll take the 2 servings, which is half of this pack, and you're going to want to cook it in a little bit of olive oil. Alright, and this is very important. You want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked. When you cooking it, you're using a fork to pat it down and to break it up. Alright, you don't want no large chunks. You want it in the smallest pieces possible. So while it's cooking, you'll use the fork to break it down. Alright, at this point is when you season it. And then after it's cooked, you'll take it off the stove and just let it cool down. While the meat is cooling down, you want to take the oatmeal and put it in a blender and, blend it up. Get it as close to a powder as your blender could possibly get it. Alright, now after it's done, after the blender does what it does, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of wheat flour to the oatmeal and just mix it up and let it sit there. If the flour has a lot of chunks in it, just break it down and just keep stirring until it becomes all one. At this point, you'll want to get the eggs and the quarter cup of milk and just whisk it. And you want to do this for about 3 to 5 minutes. Do a real good job, mixing these ingredients up and so they fuse as one. Alright, after you're done with the eggs, beating the eggs, this is where you want to just put all the ingredients in together. Alright, you want to pour the flour and the oatmeal, and you want to pour in the beef as well. The ground turkey, excuse me. Alright, and just stir it up, and you want to make sure you stir for a couple minutes. Make sure that the flour and the oatmeal is nothing, there's nothing dry, basically. And I use a quarter cup to measure what I'm going to cook. At this point, you want to have a skillet preheated with some olive oil. And you're going to pour it just the same way as you would pour some pancakes. One at a time. As you see, like I told you, I'm using a quarter cup. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You want to cook for about, since mind you it's already preheated, you want to keep it at a medium to high temperature. You want to cook for about 5 minutes. I like to get them nice and brown on the underneath, and then I'll flip them and only cook for about 60 to 90 seconds on the other side. So like I said, get them nice and brown on the underneath, and then a light brown on top. Alright, already be fully cooked. Since the meat is already cooked, it doesn't really take long. Now, as you see, like I'm showing you right now, it's nice and brown on one side and whatnot. Now, after you take them out of the skillet, put them in some paper towels so the paper towels could suck out as much oil as possible. Even though it is olive oil, it's all good. Just do that and you'll be straight. You'll see the paper towels do suck up a lot of the grease. Alright, and as far as my meal goes, I'm having it with some spinach with some lime juice spread on it. And that's my meal for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Give the recipe a try. I'm a beast in the kitchen. Alright, thank you for watching. Y'all hold it down.